Alan, how are you?
My man, how we doing, buddy? Looking sharp.
Man, thank you. I'm so excited. Everybody's been really good. I've practiced that pitch 100 times, so it's feeling like muscle memory at this point.
That's amazing. Well, remember, focus on your audience, focus on the problem that we're trying to solve and the solution that we have. Know we're cheering for you. And in the words of one of my favorite advisors, be bright, be brief, and be gone.
Last to enter the elevator, an entrepreneur digital matchmaker makes the hunt for second home co-owners easier than ever before.
Going up. Hello, Matt. Welcome to the elevator. Your 60 seconds begins in 3, 2, 1.
Hi, I'm Matt. I'm a serial entrepreneur and the founder of Plum CoOwnership. 100 million Americans, when surveyed, say they want to own a vacation house, but they're blocked by cost and usage. The good news is there are 2 million co-owned vacation houses. The problem's already been solved, but it's hard and it's messy. So we're launching the Airbnb of co-ownership. It's a two-sided marketplace with easy-to-use tools that allow people to form groups to buy a vacation house under the guidance of Plum certified realtors. We've just launched. We've already got 10,000 uniques to our website, 3 signed clients, and 1 real estate agent. We raised $1 million 6 months ago on a safe, 9.5 post-money cap, 20% discount. I want you to invest $175K on those terms and join my advisory board. Thank you.
So, Mark, first things first, that was an excellent pitch. Second things second, is this just sexy timeshares?
No, I mean, this is a co-ownership thing, isn't it? But I already thought there were companies that manage
That's what I'm
co-ownership.
saying. Doesn't seem new to me.
Well, and there's a lot of legal, so I guess the question is, what's the back end? How is he going to manage this? And what's the infrastructure? Because this seems to me like this is a tech play.
Or a timeshare. Let's vote.
Attention. The boardroom has come to a decision. Your pitch has been approved.
Yes! All right, thank you. So excited.
Good, I'm glad that you are excited. Welcome to the boardroom.
Thank
but
you.
to not temper your excitement, I'm not the one who invited you up. So I'm the one you're gonna have to change your mind on, but
Okay.
these two are actually open to hearing from you.
Well,
That's
thank
not
you.
saying that you don't have to answer some questions from me, too. I did vote to bring you up, but I got to say it was out of curiosity, not necessarily conviction.
Great.
I'm interested because I already believe there's a pretty big market here. So competitors like Picasso, where do you fit in right now into that competitive landscape?
Yes, thank you for that question. So we have a lot of respect for Picasso. Picasso is already at $330 million in revenue and their fastest unicorn in history. But they're playing an asset-heavy model all the way at the top. They're targeting the ultra-high net worth and high net worth individuals. We're more of the Airbnb of co-ownership. We're looking to democratize equity by making any house fractionable and to be able to invest in it
Sure,
as a
but
group.
at some point, you go, okay, Picasso is a 1/6, 1/12 model. To make it economical, you're either getting little teeny hovels or you're dividing them up pretty small, which gets close to being an Airbnb model. Is that the idea?
Well, that's light answers no. The two mechanisms that are happening here, one of them is that they have a very premium branding. And so they buy $5.7 million houses on average and divide them 8 ways. It's always 8 ways, which means that each share is about $800,000. You've got to be $250,000 liquid to get into that house. In our model, you can divide it by 2 all the way up to 12. And as that group forms up, you can come down to a $500,000 house or $200,000
All right, you're making a distinction here. You're using the word you. That implies that you're not going to be taking any kind of ownership in these houses or putting capital in. It's basically allowing someone who already owns a property to split it?
No, that's exactly the vision. What differentiates us from not only Picasso, but Ember, Kokomo, Abraco. There's a whole set of folks, just like Kim said, that are trying this asset-heavy model. What we're trying to do is democratize up by building a technology platform, a two-sided marketplace that allows anybody to do it, and for the real estate professionals all around the country to be able to participate in that. So you're right, we don't take an equity stake. We're a technology platform to facilitate the process.
But how do you actually
Make your money.
No, I would assume. Well, how do you make your money?
Yeah. So as a two-sided marketplace, we think we're creating value for all sides, and so we think we should be compensated for that.
Is this your fancy way of saying fees?
There are fees. Of course there's
There we go.
fees.
I was like, let's just keep it simple.
We're
At
not-
the end of the day, we're here to give money. We want to know how you make it.
We're not a nonprofit.
We're
for sure,
charging fees,
for sure.
that's right.
Yeah. So on the consumer side, we charge a $99 a month subscription for the house, and at closing, we get 2.5%.
How are you going to scale this? You have $1 million investment. You're asking for 175. How far does that get you?
Yeah. So the specific ask for this 175 is built around testing the real estate side of the market, the real estate agent side of the market. So we're getting good traffic from the consumer side. I want to see what happens as we start ramping.
That's the part that I'm the shakiest about. I think we get it. I know you guys voted him up. I can tell you right now, I am out. I am not just a little bit out, I am way out. I'm not even on vacation. I am at home. I am on the couch. I am done. Now, I appreciate this. I get the tech, I get everything, but there's so many loopholes and questions here. It's not going to work for me.
I have one more question. What happens at the back end? You can sell your share, but once a house has been divided, is it, there's some expression, forever divided?
Yeah. No, it's such an excellent question. We interviewed 60 people who already co-owned houses to figure out when it worked and when it didn't work. And one of the things we came away from those tests was an absolute adamant belief that you name a term. If you buy a house with other people in perpetuity, you are setting yourself up for failure. So we recommend 7 years. They can move it up or down as a group. But what happens at the end of that term is that unless there's a unanimous vote to extend the term, you sell the house.
Listen, I've invested in the space because I do believe. So my investment is in Europe, so it's not a conflict of interest. But I believe that this is a unique model because I do believe people will want this. I would be willing to invest.
Super excited about that. Thank you.
I like this as well. I really think, I understand this problem really well, and I am familiar with the higher end companies, so I see this. I'd like to take that deal as well. Let me help you draw a bright line between us. So certainly, Kim has a co-owned vacation house. This is not about domain expertise. You have the domain expertise. This is about the skills of building a business and scaling a business. This is about the challenges that you don't even know exist yet. And I can assure you that I have spent 4 decades mastering some of those skills. And more importantly, I've spent the last 15, 20 years learning great ways to help mentor other people to be good at it.
I get it. Mark does have 4 decades, and I only have 2. So,
They're clear as day.
Clearly, but I have 2 decades of experience building tech companies, building teams, going from my kitchen table to $1 billion. I know what, in a global scale, so I know what it takes to make this dream come true.
One of the most important things to me is understanding the two-sided marketplace in the consumer space. Can you tell me a little more about those direct experiences in those?
So now we're back to pitching him. That's okay. I like a challenge.
It's a good move.
So I refer to the fact that I actually love two-sided marketplaces, and I've been involved in building multiple ones, especially in my role now as a mentor and advisor and a board member. The challenge of a two-sided marketplace is you have to solve one problem first.
Yes.
You have to understand, is there a supply-side problem or a demand-side problem? I'm not sure what yours is, and part of it's making that choice intelligently. In my experience, that's the two-sided marketplace problem.
I agree, but you also have to be a world-class marketer, and I am. And that's what you will need in order to be successful, no matter which side you go first.
You have the information you need.
Yes.
So,
coming in, I was hoping for the background of Netflix and all of the additional two-sided marketplace that you were working on. So, Mark, I'd be honored if you joined.
I would be delighted, and you'll notice I'm not going to gloat, Kim, but I will go up and say,
Ah, yes.
Thank you so much.
fantastic. I think what you're doing is great.
Thank you for that. I'm very excited.
Good. We'll look forward to talking more.
All right. Woo!
It was awesome. Great pitch.
Yeah, good luck.
Congratulations.
That was a good deal.
I'm a dad. I've got, I get choked up over my kids. My kids are going to be so excited. My daughter, who my nickname for her is Bobo, said, "You've got this, Dad. I love you and I'm proud of you." It was so meaningful coming in. My whole family has gone through the difficulties of the entrepreneurial experience. Months on end of no salary, the late nights, the hard weekends, including this one. I mean, this was a tough weekend. And to walk out of here with one of the most storied founders investing and agreeing to advise us and join my advisory board and help guide me through thick and thin, I mean, couldn't imagine a better outcome. I'm so excited, personally and professionally.
I love that type of business, and I'm really gratified that you actually saw the same thing in it that I did. I think it is a big category. I think there's a lot of players, yes. There are all a lot of players because there's a really big prize there, and I'd love to help him try and get it.